and welcome to the Shirley Ryder Show. You're with Shirley Ryder, and today we have the exalted one on the show, Mr. Joshua Hyrum Gray.
It's with you. It's with you.
Would you like to tell us why I said that about the exalted?
Well, it's because I actually said to Shirley that Hyrum is Hebrew for exalted one. So that's my middle name, Joshua Hyrum.
And yeah, that's right. Awesome. So yeah, it's lovely to have you on the show, Joshua.
Thank you so much for having me. Honestly, Shirley, it means a lot that you've invited me over here to be on your show. And
thank you for coming.
Thank you.
And taking time out. I know that because you're off up to Soundtree shortly.
Yes, I am. I'm excited about that.
And of course, you're getting back into music, because when I first met Joshua, was like Soundtree 2013. Did you say?
2013, yeah, with Brendan Dugan.
Brendan Dugan show, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And Cooper's Run. It was like Cooper's Run. That's right. And Joshua opened up for Cooper's Run.
Michael and Ashley.
Yeah, Michael and Ashley, and I thought, wow, this guy, and so did Brendan. I remember we were just blown away with your. No, just say that. I mean, truly.
Thank you very much.
I just thought you were really awesome. I loved, your performance was really moving.
I try to, when I sing, portray the message of the song through the emotion of the song.
Yeah.
And I think, when you've done that and people can feel that from your music, you know that you're doing it right. Yeah. Not only that, I know when I'm in the zone, because sometimes I can sing a song and not be in it.
Yes,
and
you
just
were in
my
the
thoughts
zone.
somewhere else. But then when I'm in the song, I'm feeling it and also living it almost.
Absolutely beautiful. I'll never forget that. I've always remembered that time.
And we've had contact ever since through Facebook, haven't we?
Yeah, because Joshua's you're a lovely guy.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. So,
my mum says so too.
Oh, yeah, mum's a good like that, eh?
Yeah.
But anyway, so taking it all back to the beginning. Well, actually, first of all, we'll start at the end.
Okay.
Joshua, you've had a little bit of a break from music, is that right?
6 years, yeah. 2013, actually, when we saw each other last. That's pretty much. I was wrapping up my music career. Went into a relationship and focused on that. But now being out of that, I've realised that the love of my life is my music. Yeah. It has brought me so much happiness, and unfortunately, due to my own selfish reasons, I put it on the side. But singing makes me happy, and although I've been singing right through, I just haven't been performing. Yeah. So I'll sing every day. Yeah. But in regards to actually picking up a guitar or going out there and performing in front of people, I haven't done that for 6 years.
Wow.
So I had to get back into the right mind frame to be able to do that, because I get nervous performing.
Do you?
Yeah, all the time.
Oh, okay.
Every single time.
Yeah.
No matter how big or small.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, it was absolutely beautiful, and I'm looking forward, because Joshua's going to sing us a song today, which I'm really looking forward to hearing. But and my guitar can actually get played properly, which will be nice.
Whatever. You play the guitar really well.
No, not like you. Anyway.
They're great.
So taking it back to the beginning, how did music all start for you? What was your influence to get into music?
Well, my mother, from the time I was very young, actually went to country music club that they had in Rotorua. That's where I was brought up. Yes. So I belonged to the Rotorua Country Music Club. Started performing. My first stage of performance was 6 years old. And then after doing clubs for a couple of years, I started to, by the time I think I was 9 or 10, I started to go into competitions. Yeah. Was lucky enough to win a few overall competitions, which also put me into the Entertainer of the Year for New Zealand. Then I was lucky enough again to, because I screwed the song up to that particular performance, but I won the New Zealand Entertainer of the Year for Country Music in the 94.
That's amazing.
Thank you.
Yeah. And how old were you then?
I was 14, 15.
Wow.
Yeah, it was great. I was surprised. I didn't even think I'd get it, because I had some high notes that I kind of missed out on.
Yeah.
But I think they blamed it on the mic clogging out, thank goodness. So, I was lucky enough to do that for many years, and though that was my only winning of the Entertainer of the Year, I still got into the entertainer multiple times and performed in that show each year.
Yeah.
As I got older, you know, I did things like, do you remember the Jason Gunn show with the troops?
Yeah.
Was in that with a friend of mine,
That's
Ariana.
a blast from the past.
Yeah. Yep. What do they call that? The Jason.
He went to London, didn't he? I think.
Jason Gunn?
Yeah, I think he went over there and did something, didn't he, later on? I think so.
I'm not sure. I only met him that one time.
Yeah.
So I don't know much about Jason, although he's very much the same off camera as he is on camera, which startled me. In 1995, I went to Australia with a group of people and we toured and did concerts with Eddie Lowe.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So,
what was he?
He was awesome. Amazing performer. Not only that, like, no matter how much he had to drink, he could still perform well. I don't know if I should say that or not. Where some people can't, you know, once they've had certain amounts, they're gone. And then, like, things with Patsy Rigard, did a show with her at the Hamilton Westpac Theatre. And then when I came, as I got older, I just continued the whole competition thing. Writing as well. I started to write songs at the age of 12, and then.
And we were talking about that before.
Yeah.
Yeah, our songwriting race started at 12.
Not a very.
No.
You wouldn't never want to hear.
No.
Definitely not mine. Wouldn't even want to be mentioned. That's how bad it was.
Sounds good.
And then I went over to Canada for a couple of years. Came back at the age of 21. My cousins. So one of my cousins was a guitar player, amazing guitar player, and his brother, a drummer, and they'd gone into the Rock Quest things a couple of times, you know, with their schools. They asked me if I wanted to join them and be in a band, and I said, "Oh, heck yeah, that would be awesome." It was great. We, you know, we did like 400 and something gigs one year.
What's that? What sort of music?
We kind of sung rock pop kind of music.
Covers?
Yeah, no, originals.
Oh,
yeah.
Nice.
But we also, when we gigged, put them, you know, like kind of worked them in together so it would keep people interested.
Because I should say Joshua writes some great songs.
I wasn't expecting something this serious. I wasn't expecting something this beautiful. I don't know why. It magical illusion in a dream. Ever closer each day. I believe in fate now. I found my way, and it's with you. It's with you. And you're here with me. I'm in the magical illusion in a dream. Ever closer each day. I believe in fate now. I found my way. It's with you. It's with you. It's with you. It's with you.
I'm not sure what
Well, Brendan Dugan was like, hi Brendan. Brendan Dugan was blown away. I remember him saying a lot of really nice things.
he was very good to me too for those few years. Actually, when I performed, because I was in the 2013, I was in the Pro-Am Awards at the Founders Theatre. Gray Bartlett was there, and also his wife. But his wife said to me, "I like the second song, but I didn't like the first, man." And I was like, "Oh, I wrote the first."
Oh, yeah.
So that's the only critique apart from you that I've had in regards to my songwriting. But when I came back from my mission, they asked if I wanted to be in this band, which, you know, I was very happy to do, because that's where I wanted to head in regards to my life. As we picked up the band, we kind of learnt songs, wrote songs, and started to gig. As we gigged, we for maybe 2 years we were gigging, and then we went into the Battle of the Bands, New Zealand, did the heats, and then the regionals, you know, until we were lucky enough to get into the nationals, which played at the Galatos in Hamilton. This is 2003. We didn't win the best band, but I won best vocalist.
Wow.
So I was happy about that.
Yeah.
And so it was great.
You've got a great voice too, Josh.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much.
Sounds a little bit like Tracy Chapman.
Making me blush. Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I would say that in regards to that music, for me, when I connect with music, it's from the soul. So hopefully that is portrayed in my music as well.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I still remember. I actually posted something from YouTube up from Soundtree just before of yours.
Oh, did you?
Oh, I'm just waiting for Joshua.
That was a great. That was a good night.
Yeah.
That's when I met you and Jan and Shane.
Yeah.
And we've all communicated since, and you've all been very kind to me in regards to my music, and I thank you for that.
Oh, not kind, just honest. I mean, I say what I think. Well, no, if I don't say anything, then I don't like it.
Yeah.
Everyone knows now.
Yeah. Oh, that was great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the one. Really like that.
Yeah. Around that time, we started picking up gigs. We were doing quite a bit. We became resident bands for some pubs and clubs, and played there for maybe a year every weekend, sometimes twice a weekend. And then Ray Columbus heard of us through, I think, Kevin, who was the bass player. He sent a track to Ray, hoping that somebody from the actual industry would be able to hear us and pick us up. So he did. He liked us. He came to watch us live and see how we performed live, and he loved us. We were going to be his next Zed, because he managed Zed for a few years. So we were his next big band. Didn't happen to turn out that way, because in the end, the guitarist my cousin didn't like as we became more commercial and professional. It became more of a job rather than a passion.
Right.
So he kind of got tired of that, and I think it took the life out of the music for him. So once that happened, we kind of all broke off and went our ways. But we released 2 music videos with that. We were nominated for a Juice TV Music Award with one. And we did Top of the Pops with Shay Fu and Op Shop. We played with them. Those were amazing. And to go to the Juice TV Music Awards and all that kind of stuff, it was amazing. And then, you know, see people like Savage and big names that you're like, whoa, oh my goodness, LMNOP, do you remember them? And you know, bands like that were quite popular at that time.
Them, actually. They were good.
They were awesome. And the rapper singer, the white boy out of it.
Well, you would have been interested in that.
Yeah.
Joshua was just singing me a rap song out in the kitchen that he wrote.
Yeah.
But he refuses to sing it on the show.
Yeah, it's pretty gangster, so you don't really want to hear it. But you know, those 2 music videos, we were nominated for the first one. Thank you to New Zealand On the Air too, and also Ray Columbus's name. Also, you know, our second manager who didn't manage, or who managed us when Ray wasn't available because he had a triple bypass. Lisa is her name. She helped us so much get us on Top of the Pops, and also Ray produced our first music video, and it was just out of sequence, and it didn't look good, and we didn't want to go out with that particular image. The one that I put up on my Facebook, I'm not sure if you saw that, in the theatre with me in that old coat. Well,
it's gonna look bad on the video.
no. That, like, I was looking.
Send it to me.
Yeah, I will.
Yeah.
I was looking through Whitcoul's book, and I came across Ray Columbus's biography, and I opened it up, and he was wearing that same jacket in 1967. Really? So I was like, oh, and this was like 2003 or 4. So we released that. The second video that we didn't do as good as the first, but we managed to get it on international flights in New Zealand, and we're contracted with them for a month. My song, the first single, still plays on Inland Revenue when you call up and you get put on hold.
Gosh.
Yeah, they still play it on that. As I've gotten older, I've become more aware of the business side of music, and that's where I fail. You know, I'm creative,
I think we're all about
musical,
like that, aren't we?
but business,
especially.
I don't have a clue.
What would be a bit of advice maybe that you'd have for someone that, in terms of business, that you've learned along the way? Someone starting out.
Well, just be upfront about things, and I'm still not very knowledgeable in the whole business side. I'm learning,
Yeah.
You know, normally I wouldn't go out and organise my own gig unless, you know, people would help me with that. That's where I lack, and I need to strengthen that, because in the industry these days, if you want to be a musician, you pretty much have to know how to do that. Because record labels don't really do that for you anymore. And not only that, in regards to the record labels here, the only one that really makes money is through R&B and hip hop, because that's the one that sells. So unless you sing that, you can't really get a deal here, unfortunately. You know, it's all about money. So we need to go over to America. You know.
You're not the first person that said that to me.
Sure do it.
I'll have to get my passport. I keep saying.
It'd be a stowaway.
So tell us about your song that you did.
Okay, so the song. Well, it was a lot of my songs I write are about love. You know, because those are emotions that seem to stir the soul a little bit more, and I try and portray the message in those songs through the emotion of the songs. You know, Juice Newton actually said to us when we were in the Pro-Am Awards in Hamilton, that the quickest way to capture your audience is by creating shades, light and dark, or soft tones that will put the emotion into the song that the audience needs to feel it.
Right.
And when you lack emotion or increscendo, decrescendos, there doesn't seem to be any emotion. So if it's
good, it's a good tip for everybody there.
Thank you, Juice. Angel of the morning.
Well, I've been afraid of changing, 'cause I built my life around you. But time makes you older, even children get older. I'm getting older too, and I
that feeling it, isn't it?
Yeah, that's right. Well,
Yeah.
that's what music is. It's an energy, and that energy can be just portrayed and also capture a person. And not only that, for me, when I hear a song that I've loved, I always remember that moment, the very first time I heard it.
Do you know, there's actually a song that I'm thinking of right now where I can actually smell a certain smell every time I smell that smell when I hear that song.
That's
that
crazy,
bizarre?
right? I know what you mean, because there's a certain smell that reminds me of a certain song too.
Of course, we were talking just before about energy.
Yes.
Energy, and of course, you know, I like positive energy and negative energy.
Definitely.
And the role that music can play, I mean, because I was saying before that I've learnt that music is, we have to be I feel for myself that I have to be, I think that as musicians, we kind of have a bit of a responsibility as to the type of music
Definitely.
and energy that we put out there.
That's
For
right.
other people to listen. This is my conclusion.
I completely agree with you. You can see when you go to concerts, and like with big rock stars or pop stars, the energy that they sing invite the same types of people, right? So a metler, you can tell who a metler is because the way that they dress, and so it all is relative. Also, energy can create anger, or empathy, or hurt. Also, sexual energy, R&B and hip hop, I noticed, do a lot of that. So we do have to be very careful of what we write and what is actually given to the...
Yeah, and also what we attract to ourselves.
That's right, yeah, definitely, because that can have a huge effect. And that's the power of music, you know, it's something that we don't see, but we can feel it.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
See, I had this, what I guess some people like Beyonce calls her Sasha Fierce. And I had what I suppose would have been an alter ego called Lucy Starr. And you were tell me before that you have an alter ego
Called Leroy. Yeah.
Do you know what do you think this is?
I don't know. It's like this different kind of persona comes upon you when you get into this kind of music, and then it's like you're channeling this music through another source.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. Like it has its own personality almost.
Yeah.
That is a confident personality, and you know.
Totally.
Yeah.
And it makes you.
It brings you out of your shell into the whole.
Yeah.
Into the music, so you're not, well, you're more than the music. You're actually you can. It's almost like a language. Like you can see the language that comes with that music.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Like the emotion. You can see the emotion. Like it almost.
I felt like that when I was acting. It was like when I was doing my Lucy Starr movie. It was like, well, the first couple of music videos I did, I was obviously acting because it was crap. But as I got, it was actually. But as I got one of these scenes, I was like, you know. But as I kind of opened my mind up, it was almost as if I wasn't acting anymore.
Like you were watching it through glass.
Like I just automatically knew what to do.
Yeah.
And the writing was the same. So, so interesting.
It is, and you know, some people wonder, well, is it just a deep connection with the music? Maybe it is.
Yeah.
But then again, you know, music is, like I said before, is the quickest way to create an emotion within a human being.
Exactly. Yes, you were saying that.
And with that emotion comes energy.
Yeah.
And outsource energy too. So, you know.
And we know there's dark energy and light energy.
Yeah, that's right. And music, depending on what you sing, will either attract those forms of energy.
That's right. I'd actually be really interested, guys. Drop us a comment if you've actually experienced anything like this, or if you have any thoughts, because I'd be really interested to hear.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Sure, a lot of people, especially musicians, because musicians are more creative in regards to open thinking, and also they feel as well.
And perhaps actors and actresses too, that kind of thing.
Creativity, you know, it just opens up that kind of door, I think. And it's amazing what you can find in there. Definitely not Santa's sack, that's for sure.
No.
Got no presents
I
in
remember
there.
actually David Bowie saying about something about his brain actually when he used to write, sometimes it's just flipping over to the other side.
Yeah.
That's actually how it felt like.
Yeah.
It felt like this other
transitioning
world.
Completely into this other person and this other world. I get that, and you know, You just look at Beyonce, for instance, and how when it comes to, because I used to be a shy person. I like to conversate. Sometimes I conversate too long and talk too long. I leave my friends standing for 2 hours.
I think you're a very genuine person.
I try to be.
Yeah, I think you are.
And I think that's what's
open and honest. Actually.
Yeah, I don't like to be fake.
No,
I'm a
you're
real.
not.
Everything I wear my heart on my sleeve.
Same.
What you see is what you get. You know, and sometimes it can be to the detriment of myself.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, at least I know that I've been real and haven't had to pretend to be somebody I'm not. And I think that's the problem with the world these days. Is trying to be fit into these social groups of people to feel like they're normal. But like for me, if I'm real, I'll attract those people that connect with me and get me.
Yeah.
And those are real friends, not trying to be somebody that you're not.
Unfortunately, though, sometimes they actually attract people that want to take advantage of us.
Of course, yeah, there'll always be like sharks and snakes.
Yeah, that's the
There's
one.
a song from Nicki Minaj that goes,
Nicki Minaj. That's the one I was thinking of before.
Love Nicki Minaj.
Alter ego, Nicki Minaj.
Yeah,
Check it out.
she's definitely.
But she's got an alter ego too.
Well, that doesn't surprise me. Have you heard her lyrics?
I can't remember what it's called, but
Go,
yeah.
go.
I think she might have a few actually.
Yeah, but she's an amazing artist, and like there's a song that goes, when I wake up, keep my eye out for the snakes, yeah. And so she's aware that there's people out there that are, you know,
Ready to.
conniving and
Yeah.
you know, just want to take advantage of you. And there's a lot of people within the commercial part of the industry that, you know, want to use you to make money, not because they want to help you.
So talk about your music taste.
I go through phases of, and I can see my music kind of maturing and changing a little bit as I get older. Not only that, as I get to know myself more, my music is, you know, I'm not a person that likes to imitate.
Yeah.
I'm not an imitator, performer.
Feel your own thing.
Yeah, I'd rather be myself because...
Oh, I think so too.
Yeah, rather than trying to be like someone. You don't need to hear another Elton John or a Johnny Cash. You know, we've already got those.
We've got that.
Yeah.
Speak who you are. I mean, David Bowie was always like that, wasn't he? He always, you know.
I think he's the leader of Unique, you know.
Yeah.
And that's what people were drawn to.
And reinventing himself.
Yeah. And that's, you know, Madonna, I don't think...
I think she copied Bowie. She even said that.
But like...
Well, has the idea of change. Well, she's not... She's unique, but
she's trying to be 20 still. That's my problem. Like, she hasn't evolved.
Not really being herself.
No, like...
Sorry, Madonna, not that you'd be watching, so it doesn't really matter.
Well, she could. No, I'll sit on the So, there's a little constructive criticism for you, Madonna. Don't try and be 20 anymore. You're almost 60. She's 60, isn't she?
She must be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, like, her just wearing what a 20-year-old, you know, it's like... For me, Shania Twain is amazing, you know.
Oh, yes. She's got class.
She does, you know. And as they evolve with their music, but Madonna has evolved musically, but maybe her appearance, and she's still trying to be a 20-year-old and act like a 20-year-old. You know?
Yeah, it doesn't come off after a certain age.
Yeah, it's like you're a great grandma now. You know?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Never mind.
Yeah, well, that's right. That's what she made money.
You can't. Yeah. She's obviously done quite well.
I know.
Let's
like,
give her that.
And you are who, Josh?
Is she like?
Yeah. Oh, you've got a big name in this town, though. Everybody knows you that I've spoken to. You know Coral Pitcher?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I don't think I've actually met her.
Well, she knows about you.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
She's amazing.
Yes.
And her voice is amazing too.
And her mum, Emmeline.
Yes, I performed with Emmeline in Whangamata. I remember the first time I ever saw Emmeline, I was like wowed by her because she was just, you know, she gets into the part. And she plays a part when she's performing. You know, and it's crazy like when you write songs and you think, wow, I wrote that. You know? Yeah. You know what I mean? And sometimes you wonder if there's influences to that creativity to help with that. But, you know, I'd like to write R&B and hip-hop, but then I'd probably think, oh, this wannabe.
Yeah, but that's the thing, you know, you seem to just sometimes do what you want to do.
Yeah, well, that's right.
Matter.
But then there's that image that has to come with that kind of style as well.
You got the hat.
Well, I have, but I don't have
turn it around,
I don't have the skunks. We're going big gangster, and then I have my blue flake hanging on my backside.
That's the one.
Only on the left side. That's the Crip side. It's Snoop Dogg.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah. But you know, like I think for me,
It is too.
yeah,
I thought I'd
I
be
keep
able
a
to
blue flag on my back.
There you go. Josh and Gray.
Only on the back side. Yeah, that's the crip side. Do you start with the melody or the lyrics? I can't write lyric and then melody.
I have written lyric and then melody. See, when we were talking about before, when I was doing my concept album, because I kind of felt like the lyrics were given to me and I wasn't actually writing them myself. I don't mind going on record and saying that. In that case, I was getting the lyrics first. I actually sat there with my computer and just kind of went, in about 3 minutes I had a song.
Wow.
And normally it's through getting a feel and getting a melody and
That's
then the lyrics come.
Yeah.
That's when I write normally of myself, that's how I do it. Sometimes I find that I have to write a bit of rubbish first.
Yeah,
and
definitely.
to get rid of that actual trauma or whatever that I'm going through, and then something comes out of that.
But you're amazing in your songwriting.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, and you know, your musicianship is, I look up to you in regards to that.
Oh,
Yeah, because
nice.
you're very unique, and I love that. And that's
Yeah.
what a real artist, I believe, is. You know, there's a difference between an artist and a singer, and I believe you're an artist because you are you, and your music is you, and you know, it's amazing.
Thank you. I think it's important to just be who you are.
That's right.
Whether you're doing a talk show or whether you're
That's right.
whatever you do in life, just.
I think as you get older, you kind of realize that, you know, with these music shows like X Factor, I did X Factor in 2013 too, big mistake. Never do that again. I realized it was more about television rather than the music, which was sad. It broke my heart. It was more about, you know, personality rather than voice, because there were some amazing singers that got voted out that should have been on there.
I'm very aware that you've got to go to Soundtree.
That's correct, yeah. Excited to catch up with Shane.
Yay.
Be nice to be back up there again.
Awesome. And you're what are you doing up there today?
I'm just gonna do I've actually got a cover song that I want to record, pretty much like what we did with Brendan Dugan.
Right.
It's only one song though.
Yeah.
And then I want to kind of push that out onto YouTube and get myself back out there again.
Oh, great. Well, let us know when it comes out and we'll play it on the show too.
Oh, thank you.
I wasn't expecting something this serious. I wasn't expecting something this beautiful. I don't know why, but it feels right. I'm in a magical illusion in a dream, ever closer each day. I believe in fate and now I found my way. It's with you. But it feels right. I don't know why, but it feels right. When you're here with me, I'm in a magical illusion in a dream, ever closer each day. I believe in fate and now I found my way. It's with It's with you. It's with you.
Thanks very much for being on the show. Remember to hit the subscribe button if you want to receive more notifications of uploads. Also, give us a thumbs up if you enjoyed the video and leave a comment. I love to hear from you.